What's up guys, your friendly neighborhood faggot here, and I'm back to talk about the game Star Citizen. But before I get started, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, drop a like down below, and if you don't end up liking it, you know what to do. And if you guys want to see some more talks like this, I do these talks, and then I do a bunch of gaming videos, as you can see if you've ever checked out my channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Alright, but let's actually get into the meat, the good content that this video is about. Star Citizen. I'm sure, like I said, you all heard about it. Probably, it's the biggest crowdfunding. It's only almost has $200 million. And I'm kind of going to give my thoughts on it after being a backer for like fucking at least 4 years, I think it's been. 4, maybe more. Recently there was this controversy. Chris Roberts decided that he was going to charge $20 to watch the live stream for his CitizenCon, which is basically a giant advertisement for Star Citizen. It's a convention for it, specifically for it. There's no game yet. There isn't a game. You don't have a game yet. You have this shitty tech demo that doesn't really work. As you see the footage in the background, that's medium settings on 1080p. The netcode apparently holds it back because I can get the same exact things on 4K at high. There's no difference in performance. It's trash. 20 FPS with stuttering all the time. Garbage. But what he wanted to do is he hired a expensive streaming firm that was going to come and do like multiple cameras and all this different special stuff of the CitizenCon, and then he's like, oh, how are we going to pay for it? Let's charge the guests because we don't want to use any of the backer money. What's wrong with you? You really, for those people who come to look at CitizenCon and they're like, oh, I wonder I've been really interested in Star Citizen, maybe I'll go check it out, and they come in and it says, oh, you can't view this, you have to pay $20. People are going to be like, what the hell, I have to pay $20 to look at this? Why would I ever want the game if I have to pay this much money to just look at it? But luckily, I mean, I could give a million different reasons why that was garbage. But luckily, they decided to rescind it because they realized it's the dumbest idea known to man, and it was gay. And now it's free for everyone. Praise Allah. Another thing that had happened, it was a while ago. You probably heard it on a bunch of these gaming news channels, did a little video on it. A $27,000 ship pack, which will lead me into another point soon. This ship pack would give you almost all the ships in the game. I think it actually did give you all the ships in the game at the time. It gave you some guns and some like other items and whatnot. I don't know what the extras were. But in order to view it, you had to have already spent $1,000 on the game. So you had to pay $1,000 just to spend the $27,000. They claimed that this was a small part of the community that wanted something really expensive and big to buy. But I mean, just think about that. $27,000. To get a ship pack. Not even it's not even, I'm sure it came with the game if you hadn't, but I'm sure you already had the game before if you already spent $1,000. But no game in the history of ever has ever had anything even close to that. Maybe there is, I don't know, but I highly doubt there is. Which this really got people thinking, like, when you get into the game, when the day the first releases, these people, the ones that are spending these thousands and thousands of dollars, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars, are going to be owning basically everyone else because of how much money they have. All the great ships, they have all the huge ships, they have like a fleet that they already don't even have to work for it. They might have hundreds of thousands of dollars in in-game currency, maybe millions if they spent that much money. And you got these people who are going to be able to like control the economy in a certain way, and they're going to be able to control different areas of space. Maybe they have like $10 million in in-game currency in this fleet pack, and they have like a I forget what it's called, like a syndicate or something, where it's basically your clan, and they have like this huge clan, and they like control these shipping lines and stuff, and you're gonna get fucked because you're gonna be running around with this pea-shoot ass ship, and they're gonna be like, give me your money or you're not getting through. But this is a big issue because people say, oh, this game maybe is a scam or it's pay to win, but in reality, I don't think it's either of them. Stay with me. I'm not here to praise the game. I swear to God, I'm not here to do it. I promise. I'm here to trash the game, actually. But I don't think it's a scam because they're spending so much money, time, and effort, and they have so many studios into producing the game, that in reality, I think they just kind of are in over their heads when it comes down to it. They just they don't realize what they're trying to do, and it's been in 5-6 years in development, I think. I think it's been five or so now. And you have a sack of shit for a tech demo right now. Absolute garbage. Like you can see for this barely footage. I didn't even get to get my ship because it crashed so much. But you really have this sack of shit demo after all this time, and it doesn't really look promising for people. I mean, they come in and they're like, how long has this game been in development? Like a year or two? And someone says like, oh yeah, 4 or 5 years. It's been developed for a long time. And they delay almost everything. Someone looking at this game is going to be like, why would I ever buy into this? Why should I do this? And if you're thinking about buying the game now, I'm going to tell you don't do it, because just wait until the game is officially launched to buy the game at all. But back to the topic of I know that it's not really a scam, but to the topic of pay to win, you don't necessarily, these ships you can earn in game if you just spend all that time, you know, wasting to get them and grinding them out. It's going to take you a lot longer than these people who put all this money in, obviously. But in reality, it's like pay to skip and pay to jump ahead of everyone else. And you know, you kind of get to dump all this money in and start at a much higher point than people, and that's what it ends up coming down to. Like, you could spend like $50,000 in the game, have this pack, have all the money in the world you want in game, and boom, you start out and you're like, what do I want to do? Because I could do anything I want. You could already have land purchased. You have all these things done, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And when you just kind of sit down and think about it, you're kind of, they haven't created a game yet. You don't have a game. You actually do. You've created a game of microtransactions. And it's kind of disappointing to see all these different ships that are being sold for hundreds of dollars, but you don't really have anything to show for it. You don't have a game. You just have these pretty pictures. That's what everyone posts. Pretty pictures, and oh my god, look at this. It's so beautiful, but it's trash. But yeah, I want to hear you guys' opinions on it. Have you already bought the game? Were you thinking of buying the game and maybe took second thoughts? And like I mentioned earlier, if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and drop a like or subscribe if you really want to see some more. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you kind of learned something out of it, or, you know, took my opinions and like, man, this might not be a great idea to get into. And have a good day.